everyone, welcome back to another slow fashion video. I hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to share a week's worth of secondhand looks. At the beginning of this year, one of my goals for my closet was to shop more secondhand when and if I wanted to add things to my closet. And I thought since we're halfway through the year, it would be the perfect time to actually challenge myself and run through a regular week and see how many secondhand pieces I could use. A lot of the secondhand pieces that I have come from thredUP, who is today's wonderful sponsor. It's always a pleasure to partner with thredUP because I am a huge advocate of shopping secondhand first. Not only is it way more affordable, but it's also a more sustainable way to shop from an environmental perspective as well. It really doesn't make sense that we are producing so many new clothes every single year when so much good already exists. So I love that you can find some really unique and incredible garments, like designer garments, all the way to these really great sustainable brands that you can maybe discover through thredUP, which is awesome. And you can find them all for up to 90% off. I love that when you shop secondhand, particularly on thredUP, because they have all these really easy search functions, there is so much more of a focus on personal style versus fashion and trends. Because you're going through all of these really unique garments, you have to have an idea of what you're looking for. And when you shop secondhand, you really shift that mindset from chasing trends and trying to look like everybody else and really focusing in on what it is that you want and what it is that you love. And thredUP does have a discount code for you. I'm going to share it in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Let's jump into Monday's look. Okay, so here we are. This is something that I would wear if I would have to go see a client, since we are seeing people socially distanced in person. So this is definitely something that I would feel comfortable wearing. The quasi heel flat makes it feel a little bit elevated. This is like my spirit look. I love the mix of the masculin, féminin. Everything is secondhand with the exception of the blazer and the belt. I'm even wearing some vintage jewelry, like my vintage rings that I wear every day, as well as a vintage pendant. I like it because it still feels so chic and polished that if I had to go meet a friend for lunch or even for dinner or drinks, I would feel totally comfortable going out in this. I know it's a lot of black, so I lightened it up a little bit with the white shoes, this pop of camel brown, which I love brown and black together, and my Nona's old silk vintage scarf. So I've added that to kind of pull from the blue in the shirt.
You knew better than the other guys.
Tuesday, I wore this to visit a friend for lunch outdoors, safely distanced. And it was freezing that day. I'm actually wearing a merino wool sweater. This isn't secondhand, but everything else is. These Levi's were $63.99 on thredUP, but they would have retailed for about $128. I've been looking a lot for secondhand Levi's, and the price point is always very high. $63 was actually a really solid comparable, actually some of the least expensive secondhand Levi's that I found. Here, let me take this off so you can see, hang on. These had the tags still on. They are the perfect waist fit. I got a 27, they're a high rise. They've got the straight leg. I love the deep, rich indigo blue. Hang on, I'm gonna put the blazer back on so you can get the full look. This blazer is secondhand, and the white I find lightens up this darker base. I had originally paired this look with these square-toed loafers, also secondhand, but when I looked at the footage, I'm still showing you because I think it's still a great look, but I felt like these were a bit too heavy for this look. Something a little bit more delicate on the foot would have been great, but these fabulous little black flats were not in my possession at the time, but now they are, thanks to thredUP. So so love them. I've been looking for a black flat because my white flats, which are also secondhand, are awesome, but they're very white and bright. So for a look like this, I just felt like the white might throw it off a little bit too much. I just love the little buckle. I love that there's a little bit of toe cleavage on these. I think they're just that perfect juxtaposition for outfits like this that are a little bit heavier. I think it's a much more balanced look. I found these on thredUP for $33. They would have originally retailed though for $95, and these were brand new in the box. So really, really lucky find. I'm so happy with them. Oh! And let me tell you about the discount code. So thredUP is offering you 30% off your first order when you use the code Alyssa. So I will leave that on here in the screen, in the description box. Fun times. Okay, Wednesday. This is a look that I have worn many times this summer, and this is an outfit formula like long trousers and a little cami or tank that I repeat fairly often in the summer. These are linen vintage trousers. They are 1/2 of a suit. I've had them for a couple of years, and they are just perfect when I want to feel a little bit more professional and polished. I have this little knit top that I also found secondhand. The texture feels a little bit more elevated than just a regular cotton tank top. I am letting go of 2 pairs of shoes, one of which is a slingback that was a size 7. And I'm not a size 7. Who are we kidding? I just kept trying to make them work, and then I would be in pain, and that's like not a good result for your life. So I found on thredUP these Manolo Blahniks. Yes, you heard that right. These were $86.99, which is a higher price point, but I have been searching for Manolos online secondhand, and I have yet to find a pair of Manolos that are priced under $200. I think these would have also retailed around $425 as well. So this was like the exact shoe that I was looking for, a little delicate slingback that can add that nice sort of delicate ladylike factor to some of my more menswear or just very basic inspired outfits. So good. You are going to get a lot of love, my friends. I talk to my shoes. Am I the only one? Maybe? Who knows? Date night. This is another awesome thredUP find. When I created my wardrobe plan for 2021, I noticed again that I was really leaning into this more like féminin masculin mix, and when I did like the feminine looks, a lot of them incorporated like really simple but beautiful wrap dresses like this one. And something that I think we don't talk often enough about when it comes to shopping secondhand is that it does require patience. But I think it's so important that we learn to appreciate the patience and time it takes to find an item that we actually really love and that we know we'll wear. Usually that pause gives us more time to consider and evaluate what we want and look at clothing with a more critical eye so that we don't overconsume. So I'm really glad that it took me a while to find this dress because it's the right color for my wardrobe. This is 100% silk, the skirt is lined, and it was only $26 on thredUP compared to a retail price of about $95. I would also add my little vintage basket bag. All right, yes, another tank or cami and pants combo. Since the beginning of the year, when I worked on my wardrobe plan and did like a big closet audit, I realized I was only wearing one silhouette of denim. So I wanted to start adding a couple of different silhouettes to get a little bit more variation in my daily uniform without changing my personal style and having to like buy a whole bunch of new things. This is something that I would wear just around the house if I'm at home editing or working from home and I had to like run out. And this is just a nice little tank that I found secondhand. I like the way it like cuts. These These are Adriana Goldschmied, which is a brand of denim that I love. They're so soft, the fit is fabulous. So I found these on ThredUp for $23, but they would have retailed for around $165. However, I made a mistake and I did not address the rise. I am still loving the high rise. I think it elongates my legs, although like when I look in the mirror, I actually really like these. But I did the low rise back in the aughts. I already have a long torso. So unfortunately, I won't be keeping these, but ThredUp has a really easy and awesome return policy. In lieu of these, I would probably wear my amazing high-waisted wide leg pants that I also actually got from ThredUp in my last collaboration with them, and I've been wearing these quite a bit. A good lesson to always triple check the measurements before hitting add to cart.
About that stuff, oh yeah.
Okay, here we go. Another look that I would definitely wear either just around the house, or if I had to go out, even meeting friends or doing something work related, I would definitely feel comfortable in this. Almost all of it is secondhand with the exception of the shorts, but these beautiful flats have made another little appearance. When I'm wearing shorts, I like wearing shoes that have a nice little point because it elongates the leg. And I used a black belt to tie in the shoes because otherwise I think the black shoe with just this ensemble would have been a bit heavy. So now that there's these like little coordinating pieces, it works, I think. And I would add my secondhand purse that I've had for ages. I've also been loving the combination of baby blue and red. And this is a vintage men's shirt. I'm definitely very happy with how this turned out.
First time that I met you, I thought it looked so sweet.
Okay, last day of the week. Relaxing day. I am almost in 100% secondhand. If I do this, now I am. This shirt dress has been relegated to swim cover-up territory. I bought it secondhand. I did get quite a lot of wear out of it, but more recently, and especially once I did my wardrobe plan, I discovered that when I do wear dresses, I want them to be a little bit more figure conscious. And this started to feel a little bit stuffy. Like I think the mandarin collar here, I would rather something a little bit more open, but it's a great piece. So now I wear it as a swim cover up. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. A big thank you again to ThredUp for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget I have a discount code for you, which is 30% off your first order using the code Alyssa. I will leave that also in the description box below for you. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or if you learned something new. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back with another slow fashion video. Thank you so much for watching again. Have a great rest of your week. Ciao!